What we're doing is crossing our fingers and hoping Iraq changes the exchange rate while the 3 zeros are still on the currency. If they remove those zeros, those millions of dollars you thought you were going get, you're not going to get. If we can get Iran to start working with Sudani, you see, it's not that Iran has to do things, Iran doesn't have to do things that Trump wants them to do. Trump doesn't need Iran. What it is Iran has to spot the things that they are doing. That's what Trump wants of Iran. Security and stability is demanded of the monetary reform. Kurdistan oil and Iranian gas. America puts Iraq in front of two options, either implementing orders or sanctions. The dinar, do I still think it's coming down the road? Yes, as far as I know right now. But there is too much going on with Syria and that whole thing. We don't know where it's going to go, or is the United States going to attack ISIS again? Iran is being threatened by Israel and the United States. There's no information to simply say one side or the other. Having said that, has Iraq's financial goals changed? Has what they said they want to do with the Iraqi dinar changed? It's just how are they going to participate to be part of the global markets the best way they can. Question: assuming this digital dinar happens, will we need to turn in our currency and allow it to be converted to digital? If so, where will it be held? At some point, you may have to get a dinar-denominated account through some market maker or ECN. Then of course, you could watch the dinar rise or sell it when you want to cash out. But all of that is yet to be determined. No need to get ahead of ourselves. Question: any bond or RV news today, Mark? Marks, there are many stories of people who have been processing throughout the week. They are being told they plan to have them all done by the 17th or 18th of March. So emo we can go at any time between now and then. I do have somebody who expects to keep their appointment to change their currency late this afternoon. I think they may be premature. It may be a banker who was optimistic and set the appointment. They have not yet cancelled it. It would make my day if they got to exchange. The digital currency will never replace the IQD, and there is no need to worry, as they are two different animals for two entirely different uses. Fintech is happening whether people like it or not, and it's happening very fast. Question: how much time would they give to exchange the dinar? 6 months to a year. Or maybe forever, the same thing like the American dollar. We still got a $1,000 note that's legal tender. They're not going to be just using the dollar anymore, they're going to be using dinar in the future. That's big. They're not internationally accepted on the Forex around the world just yet. Once they are, this dinar story is going to change. How the Development Road project will automatically help Iraq increase the value of its currency, when other countries need to buy Iraq's international transport service. Hopefully they must pay for these services using the IQD. The more IQD they purchase, the more the value of the currency goes up. This is the economic point that Iraq is headed for. The new rate more than likely will not be 1-to-1, but what if it gets to 25 cents to $1? Many of us, who hold 1 million IQD, will be in line to receive $250,000. Analysis detailing the reasons for the fluctuations in the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar against the dollar over 21 years. Supply and demand were the most influential. December was the month with the most frequent increase in the value of the dinar, followed by August and June with increases in the value of the dinar against the dollar in 11 years, then April 10th times. The analysis concluded that the seasonal effect remains one of the main elements in determining the exchange rate trends in Iraq, as a recurring pattern appears at the end of the year and the beginning of the fiscal year. The Development Road project has global support, and that is clear as day to me. What we see today, Iraq is ready for their revaluation of their currency. Interest rates high globally, which is good, key economic performance of their GDP, which they're going to grow, which is huge. Foreign investment and government policies in place for investors. And overall market sentiment. A country's currency is revalued when its economic strength is perceived right. Budget tables will reach Parliament next week. We had heard that the bondholders have received, but we haven't confirmed it yet that they have received their emails. That gives them access or tells them when they get access to their accounts. At the same time, we get emails giving us a toll-free number to set our appointments. Look at the 8 oil companies that do not want to start the flow of the oil. The answer is because the new exchange rate has not been revealed to them yet. Sudani protects it until he is ready. If and when the oil starts flowing, it should be with the same new exchange rate that is in the budget. This oil cannot flow at 1,310. It's literally impossible mathematically, let alone financially. Representative Ammar Al-Fayez confirmed, today, Thursday, that former Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi does not have any chance to return to the political scene, stressing that the accused in the theft of the century case will not be able to run for the upcoming parliamentary elections. Al-Fayez told Al-Maluma, the general amnesty law does not include those involved in the theft of the century case, and they will not be allowed to participate in the upcoming parliamentary elections, stressing that these elections will be pivotal, and the corrupt cannot be allowed to participate in them. He added that the Iraqi people have become more aware in choosing their representatives inside the parliament, because allowing the corrupt to return to the political scene means pushing the country towards the abyss, indicating that the political forces are taking a firm stance towards the candidacy of figures involved in corruption, especially those accused of the theft of the century. As the election approaches, political parties and Iraqi society appear to be becoming more assertive in confronting the return of corrupt people to power, reflecting a new trend toward political reform and preventing the repetition of past mistakes. The Iraq Al-Mustaqbal Foundation for Economic Studies and Consultations stated on Thursday that the Iraqi banking sector witnessed a noticeable decrease in the total value of deposits by 9% during the year 2024. The institution indicated in a report today that the value of deposits decreased from 133.5 trillion Iraqi dinars at the end of 2023 to 123.5 trillion Iraqi dinars, which means a loss of deposits worth 10 trillion dinars. The institution explained the details of the decline, including those related to the government sector. Government sector deposits witnessed a significant decline of 14%, falling from 47.3 trillion Iraqi dinars to 42.8 trillion Iraqi dinars. This decline is attributed to a decrease in government revenues or a change in liquidity management policies, according to the report. Regarding public institutions deposits decreased by 7.4%, from 29.6 trillion Iraqi dinars to 27.1